Hey, what's up, Divine Ones? It's Latoya Okia. Welcome back to another video. If you are new to my channel, I am Latoya Okia. I'm a master life coach, a spiritual leader, and a business mentor. I train and certify life coaches, and we also create transformational leaders for the kingdom of God, baby. So like I tell you all the time, if you know that you know that you know that you sure enough know that this is your season to rise up and to become the leader that you were divinely created to be, then come on in, baby, because you have found the right place. This is the right channel. This is the right time. This is your season to walk in leadership, to be the leader and to become the person that you were divinely created to be, okay? So I'm excited to help you do just that. In this season, God has me focusing a lot on the physical aspect of transformation because there's so many different levels, so many different aspects of changing your life, of transforming and becoming the person that God created you to be. You got the spiritual, you got the mental, you have the emotional, you have the financial. And so God has really had me focusing on the physical part of transformation in this season, which is why I've been getting more serious about my health and wellness, prioritizing health and wellness, prioritizing fitness, prioritizing walking, prioritizing fasting. And it's not just a seasonal thing, it's not just a fad, but this is a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle. And I want y'all to put that in the comments, that transformation is a lifestyle. We are developing habits. All my divine ones, this is your portion as well. I speak this over you. We are developing habits that are going to lead to a lifestyle of transformation and a lifestyle of kingdom living. This is a lifestyle. This is not just something that we're doing for a season. This is not just something that we're doing for a trend or for something, a wave or something that's hidden, or, for an event that we want to get ready for, or we got something big coming up. No, we developing habits that's going to lead to transformation of a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle, okay? It's not just something we're doing for a season. It's a lifestyle. So I cannot stress that enough. And so God, like I say, he had me focusing on physical, the body transformation, which is why I've gotten more serious about my own body, and in me prioritizing health and wellness and prioritizing physical transformation, body transformation. I have released 50 pounds of weight. Yes, baby. Yes, and I am excited about it too. Do y'all understand me? Auntie is excited about that thing. I'm in a whole new body and it feels amazing. And so I want you to feel that as well. I want you to experience that as well. This is a part of the spiritual inheritance that God has for us. This is a part of the transformation. This is a part of kingdom living, is becoming who God created you to be, not just spiritually, but as well as physically. Now, I'm not, a health and fitness guru with ripped abs and a 6/8 pack and, all the muscular tone, biceps and triceps and all. We still working on all that, okay? Auntie's still working on all of that. But what I'm saying is, I have been able to see major changes, major transformations in my body. And I want to share with you on this video just a few of the things that I did and that I prioritized for me to be able to drop 50 pounds of excess weight, which is a lot of weight. So there was a lot of changes that I had to make in order to see that scale go down, in order to see transformation in my body. And I want to share it with y'all. And also God put in my spirit to launch my 30-day body transformation challenge. We're going to be kicking that off on May the 1st. And we're going to run through May the 1st, all throughout the month of May. I'm on a mission to help 500 divine ones. I know I got 500 people in the family. I know I got 500 people in the audience. 500 divine ones. I want to help you. I want to coach you. I want to train you. I want to teach you everything that I know, everything that God has blessed me, all the knowledge I've acquired along my journey of transforming my body, of losing 50 pounds. I've helped other people as well. And I'm ready to help you too. I'm ready to help you drop that weight. I'm ready to help you transform your body and get in shape. So if that's something that you're looking for, if you're tired of losing weight and then gaining the same weight back and then losing it again, because I did that too. I've been here before, and then I lost the weight, and then life hit and I gained it back, and then I lost. So we not going back through them cycles no more. We're gonna get down to the root of why do I keep walking around in the wilderness over and over and over again, repeating the same cycles? Why is it that I keep losing that same 20 pounds, 30 pounds, gaining it right back again? I have cracked the code mentally. God he's given me the code, the mental and spiritual code, and I want to share that with you in the challenge. I'm going to be breaking all of that down. We're going to meet once a week throughout the 30 days. I'm going to be meeting with you. I'm going to be breaking it down, giving you knowledge, giving you tools, tips, strategies, apps, information. You're going to get all the details, baby. Okay. And so I'm helping 500 people. If that's something that you're interested in, click the link below and sign up, because it's at a special low price, baby. And we meeting every single week throughout the challenge. And so go ahead and sign up now. Get the information that's in there so you can be ready to kick off with us on May the 1st to drop that weight, transform that body, baby, and get in shape. Okay. So like I said, I've lost 50 pounds. Some of the things that I did in order to release that weight, the number one thing that I had to do, this right here, that mental, that mindset. Like I said, I've been here before. So I've lost a significant amount of weight before. And then a lot of things happened in my life, and I gained not all the weight back, but I gained a huge chunk of the weight back. So before I even started back again on my wellness journey and prioritizing weight loss, I had to first go within, which is something that's going to be key for you. You have to first go within. You have to sit down with your journal and your blue ink pen, because this is what I did. And I journaled out all of the factors that led me back to this place. Like, how did I get back in this place? How did I find myself with all this weight back on me again? Where did it all go wrong? Where did I stop paying attention? Where did I stop tracking my food? Where did I stop being conscious about what I'm putting in my body? Where did I stop tracking my water? Where did I stop caring how much water I drank? What was happening in my life? So I had to write down. I sat down one night after I got out the shower. I had relaxed my body, calmed my spirit, settled the kids in bed. I sat up one night in my bed. I played me some soft worship music. I got my journal, my blue ink pen, and I said, Toya, we're going to figure this out, because we right back in the place that God had already delivered us from. So how did we get back here? We got to sit down, we got to go within, and we got to figure this out. So I thought back. You got to, in order for you to move forward, you got to first backtrack. You got to think back. So I thought about what happened in my life. I started asking myself those thought-provoking questions. This is what coaching is about. Coaching is about asking questions. You ask questions so you can get that revelation. You can get that information that you need to change your life. So I sat down and I coached myself. And I said, Toya, what happened? Where did it all go wrong? So as I'm thinking, because as you ask yourself these questions, these coaching questions, you have to think. You have to allow yourself time and space to think and let the answers come to you. So I realized I lost my auntie. That was very traumatic for me. The woman that raised me, the woman that was there for me all my life, the woman that I knew as just like a mother to me, she became very sick. She was on life support on the last days of her life. I was in the room with her. I witnessed a lot of her just physically deteriorating. It was very traumatic for me. It was a lot that I saw, that I witnessed, that I went through. And I didn't realize how traumatic that was for me. And I suppressed it and I internalized it. And so this was also around the same time that I closed on my house, which was huge for me. Because God had showed me how he would put me and the children in a better neighborhood, better home, better house. And so all of this happened in the same week The same week I closed on the home, but just 3 days before that, I lost one of the most important people in the world to me. So that was a lot for me. That was a lot for my spirit, because now here I am in this home. There's a lot of things that I was dealing with home ownership that I wasn't prepared for, that I thought I was prepared for, but a lot of the other little things that, you know, people just don't tell you, or they just forget to mention, that you kind of figure out as you get into it. So I had the best blessing happen to me and the worst tragedy that could happen to me in the same week. And I hadn't journaled that. I wasn't conscious of that. I thought I could just go with the flow and, you know, just pray and give it to God and just keep going. And that is enough. You know, you can pray and give it to God and keep going. But you also need to really take a step back and understand just how much life been lifing, and how if you are not conscious of the fact that all of this is going on and the way that it's affecting you, you can subconsciously, without even knowing it, fall slowly back into your old habits. And that's exactly what happened with me. So that's why I say with weight loss, is mental, it is spiritual, it's mental, it's spiritual. Because if your mind isn't on the right track, you won't be able to pay attention to this. You won't be able to be intentional with this. You're not gonna just stumble into the body of your dreams. You're not just gonna stumble into a body transformation. You're gonna have to be very intentional about creating a transformation in your body. And so you have to pay attention to the things that are happening in your life, and you have to pay attention to how it is affecting you on a subconscious level. Because a lot of us, when we eat, we're not eating because we're hungry. We're eating because we're depressed. We're eating because we're mad at somebody. We're eating because we're bored. We're eating because we're alone. Y'all know I'm telling y'all the truth. And so I turned to food as my comfort when I lost my auntie. Then also being in the house, okay, so I'm in the house, clothes on the home, beautiful home. I'm in here, me and the children. God gave me everything he promised me that he would give me. God has been faithful. I'm thanking God, glorifying God. But see, this is something too I want to point out to y'all that can happen. You can get in the place that you prayed for God to get you in, and this don't happen all at once. Because if it happened all at once, you would catch it. It don't happen all at once. It happens little bit by little bit, day by day, week by week, month by month. You slowly get comfortable. You slowly get comfortable, and you're just so enjoying the blessings of God, and you just so, but you start to get a little lax, and you start to get a little comfortable, and little by little you start to lose your structure, you start to lose your sharpness, you start to lose, you know, that discipline that you had, you know, where you tracking this and you paying attention to this, you paying attention to that, and you just so soaking up the blessing of God that you get so comfortable little by little that you look up and you like, man, I'm sitting up in here all comfortable and I done gained 40 pounds by. So you see what I'm saying? So weight loss is mental. So the first thing that I had to do before I could lose that weight, before I could get back on track, I had to figure out, how did I even get to this place in the first place? So I wrote all this down. Everything I'm sharing with you, I wrote it all down. I journaled it all. I journaled all the huge lifestyle changes that led to me falling asleep at the wheel and finding myself right back at square one, at ground zero. So you got to do that work. You got to do that work. If you don't do that work, then you might lose the weight, but then you're going to find yourself right back in the same situation again, because you're not conscious of the things that led you there. You're not conscious of how you fell asleep at the wheel and where it all went wrong. And if you've never tracked your food, you've never, lost any weight, you've never prioritized health and wellness, then you got to go back to your childhood and figure out who were my biggest influences? What was their relationship like with food? What type of mindset did they have? What type of spirit did they have? Were they overweight? Were they, not satisfied, not happy with their bodies? Because this came from somewhere. It came from somewhere. We didn't come here unhealthy. We didn't come here like we picked this up somewhere along the way. So we have to figure out, where did this stuff come from? Why do I overeat? Why do I turn to food for comfort? Why do I eat when I'm bored? Am I really hungry right now, or am I just bored? Am I really hungry right now, or am I just heartbroken and I'm using food to be my comfort, to be my peace? So you have to really dissect your relationship with food and figure out, what is it that you're using food for? What is it that you're using food to cover up? Because I'm telling y'all, for most people, when they eat, they're not hungry. I realize that. And I ask myself that now. Before I eat something, I ask myself, I say, Toya, are you hungry? Are you hungry? If you're not hungry, why are you eating? Why are you eating that? Put that down. Fast. You don't need to eat that. Like, are you really hungry right now? Or are you just eating because your mind is telling you you need to eat? You need to eat something. No, if your body will let you know when you need to eat something. If you're not hungry, then you can push that plate away. And so that was one of the main things for me, is taking control up here, getting in the driver's seat of my life, and not letting food run me. Not letting food run me in a way to where I just gotta eat. If I don't eat, I feel like I'm gonna die. Or if I'm bored, I'm gonna eat. If I'm depressed, I'm gonna eat. If I'm sick, I'm gonna eat. If I'm alone, I'm gonna eat. No, I put my energy into other things, like what I'm doing right now. I'm recording a video, okay? I may teach a class. I may go for a walk. I may go and spend some time with my kids, do something with my kids, doing other things. And yes, you do need to eat, okay? We're not cutting out food. You do need to eat. But what I'm saying is, you don't let food run your life. You don't let food be your God. You don't let food be the first thing you think about when you get up in the morning. The first thing you think about, the last thing you think about before you go to bed. And a lot of this too is the food chatter that's in our head. We have a lot of food chatter that happens in our head, that we're not physically hungry, but our brain is telling us, you need to eat this, you need to eat that. You should go get that chocolate cake. You should go get that Popeyes. You should go get some McDonald's. Ooh, it'll sure be nice if I had me some all flat wings right now. Ooh, if I could just get it. That's a lot of food chatter in your head is what it is. A big thing for me with that as well is journaling that too. Write that stuff down and then coach myself and ask myself, am I really hungry right now? Or am I just thirsty? Do I just need some water? So drinking that water, getting that water in, because that's another side note, that a lot of times with our bodies, we're not hungry, we thirsty, we dehydrated. So drink some water. Increase your water intake. That was huge for me. That was huge for me with losing the weight, because one of the other things that I learned, getting the knowledge, telling you get the knowledge, it free you. So one of the other things I learned that helped me to lose 50 pounds, and this time it's off and it's staying off, because when I went back to that, see, I got the lesson from it. When you get it's nothing wrong with going back, as long as you get the lesson from it and you use that to make you better, to make you wiser, and you use that to develop a new lifestyle for yourself, to where you set it up to where, I know too much now. I can't go back to my old ways because I know too much. So I learned that with water, a lot of the times I never understood why they would say you need to drink more water, you need to drink more water, you need to drink more water. I'm like, that's just a lot of water weight. Like, why I want a lot of water weight? But no, drinking more water is because our bodies are mostly made of water. So when you drinking water, well, let me say this. When you're not drinking water, when you're not drinking enough water, the body recognizes that as, she ain't giving me no water. He ain't giving me no water. So the body's job is to make sure you stay alive. Your body has processes, mechanisms inside that God built it this way, that to make sure that you stay alive, to make sure that the lights stay on and you keep on ticking. So if you're not giving your body water, if you're not drinking water, the body say, okay, we need to survive. We need water in order to survive. The body will retain water. It will hold on to a lot of water. And what'll happen is, because you're not drinking water, a lot of fluid starts to build up. A lot of excess water starts to build up. And that also comes with a lot of inflammation. Now, MD. I'm not an expert, not a medical professional. So y'all don't quote me on a lot of this. Go and do your own research. Do your own research. And by all means, please, this video is just to bring awareness. It's to bring awareness. If you don't get serious about your health and wellness, I'm telling y'all, baby, this video is to bring awareness. We all got to get serious. We all got to get the knowledge. We all got to start getting information. But what I'm saying is, I learned that when I'm not drinking water, my body will hold on to water. It will retain water. And that's how I would get a lot of that bloat. I would have a lot of that inflammation, a lot of that buildup in my body because I wasn't drinking enough water. I saw that once I started drinking more water, once I started increasing my water intake, it got my body into the flow to where the body was saying, okay, she's giving us water. She's giving us regular water. We getting fresh water every day. We getting new water. We getting a lot of water. So we don't have to hold on to so much of this water weight. We don't have to retain so much of this water weight. We can release some of this water weight. So I saw that by me drinking more water, it made my body like a freeway. Like it wasn't backed up no more. It cleared out a lot of that inflammation. It cleared out a lot of that bloat, a lot of that excess water weight that my body was retaining. I was able to release it because the body say, okay, we're not in survival mode no more. We don't have to hold to this little water that we got in here. We can release because we got new water coming. We got fresh water coming. So that was big for me. That was a revelation for me. And again, I'm just telling y'all stuff that I did, okay? I want you to go and do your own research. Go and do your own research on this. But it ain't nobody that gonna be able to argue with you and say that you shouldn't be drinking more water. Yeah, we do need to drink more water. Now, the amount of water that it takes for you is gonna be different from somebody else. Because you don't want to drink so much water to the point where you live in the bathroom. But you get what I'm saying. You find the safe, comfortable, healthy amount of water that you need for you. And I'm telling you, you're going to see changes in your body weight. You're going to see changes in just your body overall by increasing your water intake and doing that mental work, that mindset work. Sit down with your journal and your blue ink pen. Journal out the huge lifestyle changes that happened in your life. What happened in your life that led to you being overweight, that led to you turning to food for comfort. You got to write that stuff down so that you can become conscious of it. And then the last thing that I want to share with you is what was big for me and what I want you to do. I want you to journal your triggers. Your triggers. I wrote all of this down. Toya, what are the things? What are the little things that happen that trigger you to overeat, that trigger you to break your fast when you're supposed to be fasting? What are the little things that trigger you to fall back into your old habits? I wrote every single thing down. I didn't leave nothing to chance. I didn't say I got a mental note. No, I wrote everything down. So some of my triggers were when I go to the drive-thru with my kids. That triggers me to want to eat. That triggers me to want to dig in that bag and get some of them fries. Dig in that bag. You know, when I take my kids to the convenience store so that they can get snacks. That triggers me when they get back in the truck and I can hear them snacks rumbling all around in that bag. That triggers me to make me want to be like, give me one of them chips. Give me some of them Doritos y'all got. Give me some of them Hershey's. It triggers me. Give me some of them Reese's. Or when they get ice cream, when they eat ice cream. So I wrote all of this stuff down. I wrote it down. And what that did for me was it made me conscious of it. It got it out of my head and it made me conscious of it. And so now when it happens, my brain is turned on. I'm conscious of the fact that these kids about to go in the store and get these snacks. Toya, you about to come across a trigger. Pay attention. Pay attention. Be mindful. Don't fall. Don't slip. But see, when we be like, oh, well, it's in my head. I know I got it. No, you need to write it down because writing it down makes you aware. It brings awareness. It brings a spirit of intention, a spirit of consciousness. So when we're walking in consciousness, that's when we're the closest to God, when we're paying attention. That's why the enemy, he want to try to get us drunk in the spirit, get you drunk in the natural too. Because when he can get you when he can get you into that spirit of drunkenness, into that spirit of not paying attention, that's how he gets you to fall. So when we're in a spirit of consciousness, let this mind be in you that was also in Christ Jesus. When we walk in a spirit of consciousness, that's when we're closer to God. And that's when we can catch little things that the enemy try to put in our tracks to trip us up. So writing it down brings a spirit of consciousness. What are your triggers? What are some of the things, the happenings? What are some of the events? What are some of the people, the places, whatever? What are some of the things that trigger you to overeat? That trigger you to want to eat poorly? That trigger you to break your fast when you said you made a commitment to say that you would fast? What are some of the things that trigger you? Another one of my triggers, I said, when I'm fasting, and hey, until you build your muscle for this, you got to do what you need to do in order to stay on the right track. Because I also wrote this down. Another one of my triggers, when I'm fasting, if I'm downstairs in our family room downstairs, if I'm downstairs and I'm watching a movie downstairs in the family room, that triggers me to want to eat. I want to eat. So what I do is when I'm fasting, or when I'm fasting, I don't do family movies with the kids in the family room downstairs, because that's going to trigger me to want to eat. Because my brain is in relaxed mode. I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm just relaxing, and the brain is like, yeah, then all that food chatter go to talking in my head saying, yeah, go get you some of that old popcorn. Yeah, go get you some of that old, get you whatever. Get you some of them M&Ms, get you some of them chips, them children over there eating, get you some, no. So I wrote that down because that's one of my triggers. And now I'm conscious of the fact of, Toya, when you're fasting, which I'm fasting right now, my body is in a fasted state right now. And so I found that when I'm fasting, it's better for me to be productive. It's better for me to have something to do rather than me Netflix and chilling with the kids. Y'all see what I'm saying? So until you write this stuff down and you're conscious of this, then you're going to keep falling and you don't know why. So this was huge for me with losing 50 pounds. It was huge for me. Now I could tell you that, I could tell you about all the physical stuff I did, that I walked, that I got a mini stepper, that I do 30 minutes to an hour every day on my mini stepper, that I walk 10,000 steps a day. I do all of that. I do all of that physical stuff as well. But this is what was key for me. It was doing that mindset work, that mental work, journaling out my negative emotions around food, my triggers, what things lead to me overeating. What am I using food to cover up? What am I using food to comfort me from? Because a lot of times we turn to food because we're running away from something. We're running away from something. We're running away from facing something. And then we run to food and we use food as that comfort. So you got to figure out, what is that thing that you're running away from? What is that thing that you're using food to comfort you from? You got to face that head on, and you got to journal that out. You got to write it down. You got to pray about it. You got to talk it out. You got to give it to God, because if not, it's going to keep you on the merry-go-round. I figured that out. If I didn't figure this out, then I would lose weight, then I would gain that same weight back again. That's what happens a lot of the time, because we never figure out what is the internal cause behind this. What is at the root of this? We just address the branches and the fruit on the tree, but we got to go down to the root. So that was the major key for me. Well, those were the major keys for me that led to me losing 50 pounds and developing a new lifestyle. I didn't just lose 50 pounds. I'm a new person. I have developed a new lifestyle. I live a different lifestyle. I'm a different person. My habits are different. My days are different. I spend my days differently. I'm in the kitchen. I'm preparing meals. I'm cooking foods for me and my kids. We're eating low carb meals. We're living a low carb lifestyle. We cut out a lot of sugar. We cut out a lot of processed foods. We eat more whole foods. This is a lifestyle. It's not just me losing 50 pounds. It's me changing my internal, me changing my mindset, changing my belief system, my subconscious mind. That's what led to me losing the 50 pounds. All the other stuff is just bonus. So I love y'all so much. I pray that this video blesses you. It's way longer than I expected for it to be, but I went to going. And so just want a good old fashioned talks with auntie, baby. Okay. So I love y'all so much. Click the link below and I pray that you will join me. Will you join me for the Divine Ones 30-day body transformation challenge? I am so excited about this challenge. And listen, if you plan on joining me in June for the Divine Ones in-person seminar, this is perfect for you, okay? This is perfect for you because this is your opportunity to get your body right, to drop some of that excess weight before you get live and in person with the Divine Ones in the room, baby. This is the perfect setup, the perfect time. We got the whole month of May that you're going to get new knowledge, get new information. You're going to drop that weight. You're going to transform your body. You're going to get in shape. You're going to learn new methods and strategies and tips and tools to help you develop a lifestyle of kingdom living, a lifestyle of body transformation, baby. You're going to see some transformation inside the 30 days, but mainly what I'm teaching you and what I'm giving you, the information I'm sharing with you, we're meeting every single week on Zoom throughout the 30 days. We're going to do weekly check-ins, weekly weigh-ins. The information that I'm giving you is going to help you develop a lifestyle of better habits, a lifestyle of body transformation, okay? So I want you to join me. Click the link below and sign up, okay? I'm taking 500 Divine Ones, and if you're serious about transforming your body, if you're serious about that body transformation, join me, baby. And if you plan to meet me in June in Florida, this is perfect for you. You definitely need to be a part of this because this is going to help you get that body right, baby, before you step in the room, okay? I love y'all so much. I am Latoya Okia, and I'll check in with y'all later.